We mentioned AI commentary briefly earlier, but I think it's a good idea to look at it in more detail now. AI commentary enables you to build custom executive summaries with ease so that you can draw the reader's attention to the most important aspects of the report from the get-go. So when you're creating a report, as I am over here, you have the option to add a summary. So if you click on summary, it will give you 3 options: AI templates, start from scratch, and key figures. AI templates are a selection of preset templates that guide you on what to add as comments to your report. So if you were to click on profitability or one of the other templates, it will insert a template into your report. And here you'll see it's got automated commentary on revenue, expenses, gross profit, gross margin, and net profit and net margin. If I was in an entity specific report as I am now, and I had gone and selected more than one entity, so say I've gone and selected Jay's Cupcake Company and Blooming Cupcakes, then if I go select profitability and click next, you'll see that it will insert data for both Jay's Cupcake Company and Blooming Cupcakes. And you'll see we have revenue here, and if we scroll down, we have another revenue. So it will go and insert that template for as many entities as you selected if you're in an entity specific report. You can go and customize this, which we'll learn how to do a little bit later by bolding and putting italics and all sorts of things. The next option we have is start from scratch, and with start from scratch you click on AI commentary and next, and this gives you a blank canvas where you can go and build out your own commentary, including specific date ranges, which you can choose over here. You can also go and customize the way it looks by using bold and various other formatting. You could also even include a template. You could also go and do a combination of start from scratch and template. So you could go and write your own commentary here and then go and select a template to add in addition to your own commentary. The third option we have are key figures, and here if you click on highlight and then next, you'll see that it goes and gives you the highlights of your financial period. You can go and change the period that you're looking at for each of the metrics. So here we could look at monthly, we could then go and change it to year to date if we wanted. So here we're looking at monthly. We can go and show or hide these metrics if we think they're relevant, and we can also go change these. So you'll see there's a selection of metrics you can include in your highlights or your key figures, and you can go and change these so that they are in a different order. And once you're happy, you can go and add that to your template. You'll see that when I add it to the template, it adds 2, one for Jay's Cupcake Company and one for Blooming Cupcakes. If you only wanted it for Jay's Cupcake Company, you can always just delete the one that you don't actually want. Okay, so let's go take a more detailed look at AI templates. So we can choose between profitability, customers, margins, and a disclaimer. And as we said, these are pre-populated templates, but for each of them, we can choose the date range and whether we want to look at current or prior month. So here we can choose whether we want monthly, quarterly, or weekly, and we can see the entity that we've included here. And for each of these, we can go change it. So you'll see it says current month. I can go change that to monthly, quarterly, or daily. So I could look at current quarter instead, and you'll see it will update. And then I can also go change it to prior as well. So I could make it prior quarter, and you'll see it update. So all of this is automated for you, but you can go and tweak any of these items as you've seen here. So we could go and change it to be current an amount or top 5 for these items. As this is a percentage, we can also change the comparison. So do we want it to be amount, percentage greater than or less than, increase or decrease? So here it would just say if it's increased, but if we go back to what we had initially as a percentage, you'll see it will update. So you can go and tweak each of these items to go and customize them for what you want, but they are all pre-populated for you already. You can also change the page orientation. So currently this automated commentary is going to be in portrait, but if I click over here, you'll see it has set the page to landscape, and if I want to set it back to portrait, I can just click on that over there. If this is a bit small for you to work in, you can click over here, and now we have a bit more space to work in as well. Let's go make it small again. You can go and customize the information here. So I could go and make this information bold, or I could go and underline some of it. I could change revenue to be a heading if that's what I would like. And I could also go and add bullet points. So here I could say other revenue items are, and then I could come here and put bullet points and say very important. And that's how you can go and add additional information to a template. Finally, if you want to go and add other templates to the same commentary, we can click here templates, and you'll see it gives us a long list. So I could go and add a disclaimer, and you'll see that the disclaimer has been added wherever my mouse was. If I didn't want it there, I can just go delete it and make sure that my pointer is at the bottom. And now when I go and add disclaimer, it will go and add it to the bottom. And you could go and add maybe customer information as well. So perhaps before the disclaimer, we want customer information. There we go. We can go and add that in. Okay, so that's how you can use one of the templates and how you can populate it with this pre-populated template, but then still go tweak it to include the information you want to go and customize each of those metrics. And the lovely thing is that once you've added this to a report, it will be there, and every single time you generate this report, it will update with the latest information, the latest revenue, the latest net margins, all of those things.